Welcome, everybody, to today's press conference for the 20th anniversary of Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, scheduled to return to historic downtown Bristol September the 10th through the 12th this year. We are live here at the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. I want to thank everybody for coming out. How about a big round of applause, everybody? My name is Chris Trulson. I'm the program director for WBCM Radio Bristol, and as mentioned, we are here in the McLaughlin Performance Theater in downtown Bristol at the museum. And as most of you know, our organization, the Birthplace of Country Music, is the parent nonprofit of the museum. Also, the annual Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion Music Festival and Radio Bristol, which broadcasts daily right upstairs as a working exhibit here at the museum. We want to thank everyone who took the time to join us here in person for today's announcement, and for those of you who are streaming live on the Facebook page or wherever you might be, if you are checking it out, make sure to give this a share and help us get the word out for this year's announcement for Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. And we would really appreciate that. On behalf of Birthplace of Country Music and personally as a musician, it really is an incredible relief to see live music finally returning to our communities here in downtown Bristol and throughout the region here on State Street, and of course home of the legendary 1927 Bristol Sessions and the birthplace of country music. Of course, not being able to gather and not having live music for the past year during a global pandemic has taken a huge toll on artists nationally and internationally, and not only those who create the music, but those who support music, like venue owners who bring them to their stages, and not to mention just kind of the feeling of loss that we've had of not being able to have that energy and that exchange of live music. So to be back at it feels really amazing. We want to thank everyone who's shown their support to keeping music going and keeping the arts going. And if you've supported Birthplace of Country Music during this time, we truly, truly appreciate it, as we definitely need your help, and you all have really stepped up to help us continue our mission. So we thank you. We're gathering here today with a bunch of exciting announcements regarding Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion that we're going to share. And we also have a few surprise announcements this afternoon as well. First, please help me welcome to the podium someone who exemplifies community service not only as a longtime volunteer for our organization, but also as an educator to thousands of children in Bristol. Our Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion Festival Chair for 2021 and 22. Please welcome Terry Davis, everybody. Good luck.
Thank you, Chris. I'm happy to be here today and be part of this announcement for the festival's 20th anniversary this September. I want to take the time to sincerely thank our city leaders, the media, our board and festival committee members who are able to join us today, and all of you at home for your continued support of the Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. I have been a volunteer with the Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion for all the 20 years. The very first festival, my husband and I sold tickets on State Street in front of what is now the BCM offices. I have served on the Artist Hospitality Committee for many years, and I'm proud to serve as chair for this year and next. For me, volunteering at the festival has been a family affair all these years, something I do with my husband, Ralph, who serves on the concession committee. Many of our out-of-town family have volunteered, and our son, Brett, who is also a volunteer, is now an employee of BCM as the Director of Development. As a volunteer, I've had the pleasure of working with some of the hardest working, dedicated members of the community, in our community and outside the community, for over the years. Other families like mine who work side by side, and individuals who have served in different areas, all with one mission, and that's to make the festival the best it can be. Each and every one of them have played a major role in the success and the longevity of our festival, which has grown to attract more than 40,000 people to our beautiful downtown. It takes hundreds of volunteers, city workers, business owners, and community members to make our event run smoothly. Our goal is to make every individual who comes to our festival feel like they're coming home each year and every year, This year especially, because we have missed you and we can't wait to see you again after this trying year. We are working hard to make the 20th anniversary one that will keep you coming back year after year. A special thanks goes to our festival committee and all the people who have served on the subcommittees who spend all year planning thousands of tasks to help make Bristol Rhythm an award-winning event our cities can be proud of. Before the pandemic, BCM produced a short docuseries about the festival leading up to the 20th anniversary. The series consists of 4 brief videos that you can find on BCM's YouTube channel. It takes us from the festival's earliest days, which was just an idea, and leading us to where we are today. We'd like to share just one of those videos with you today because it captures the spirit of our festival and serves as a love letter to all the volunteers who are the beating heart of Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion.
I feel at home here. To play here is one of those times in my career where I feel like I've really made it.
I think the difference between this and a lot of festivals is it feels family-oriented. It feels like it has a home kind of vibe. And to me, that's a pretty amazing thing. Not every place has that.
It's got this wonderful local feeling to it, but also it's got this world-renowned status of people traveling to come to where it all started.
Most festivals I go to, you see the artists come up on stage, perform, they go off stage, and you don't see them anymore. It's nothing to see artists everywhere at our festival.
I walk around to hear other artists, and it's just great the way it's laid out.
That's the beauty of festivals like this. It's the joy of discovery. But you have to have an adventurous spirit as a town, as an institution, as a person.
We'll have anywhere from 600 to 1,000 people volunteering in some way or another through the festival.
It takes a village. I mean, it really does. And you know, I've got my crews are out here, my park crews are out here, volunteers are out here. Some of these guys don't know what country music is, but they understand the importance of the festival. A lot of people give their heart and soul to make this happen.
The day started about 7 a.m. and we'll finish about 7 a.m. And tomorrow will start about 7 a.m.
These folks give their time because they love Bristol and they love the music.
I say if you're volunteering, if it can't be fun, you're not going to come back. Or if you're going to be on a committee, it's got to be something that's fun and rewarding.
I feel like Leah Ross is like family.
I'll tell you, Jim, so many people, I believe, have been here and they've gotten their start.
She's just this amazing force of nature. She's always able to stop for a second and say hello and give you a hug and ask how you're doing.
Hey, how are you? I am a very social person, so I'm going to try to talk to as many people as I can. I think they close at 11, so we'll make sure they get it over here before then. I'm in my dream job, and I will tell you, I never thought that I would be in a job like this. I still love coming to work every day and doing what I do. I like to talk to everybody so they know they're important, because they really are. I believe our festival will outlive me, and the reason I think that is because our community believes in it.
It's really a perfect place to come hear music.
It's the Kentucky Derby. It's the Preakness. It is the social event of the season, as far as I'm concerned. But it also stands, again, as the bridge, the past and the future and the present.
You can't really have a bad time here. It's just impossible. So yeah, I think it's gonna go on forever, hopefully.
Wasn't that great? It truly does take a village, and thanks to Lock and Key Productions for helping us produce that wonderful video. We hope it will inspire folks to sign up to volunteer for Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion this September. In 2019, we had over 900 volunteers. Each volunteer receives a single-day wristband to the festival for each shift they work and a volunteer t-shirt. I can say from my experience and with all honesty that it's a really fun way to give back to the community. It's rewarding to be part of this wonderful event. It's my favorite weekend of the year. To become a festival volunteer, visit our website at bristolrhythm.com and click on Get Involved for more information and to apply. There's a number of shifts in a variety of areas to choose from, and thank you in advance. Now I'd like to bring Birthplace of Country Music Executive Director Leah Ross to the podium. Leah started as a volunteer at our very first festival over 20 years ago, and she has some news about this year's event that we think you'll find very exciting. Leah.
Thank you, Terry. And yes, it does take a village, so be sure and get your volunteer applications in as soon as possible. Everyone at the Birthplace of Country Music is thrilled to be in the final stages of what promises to be a memorable reunion. Very soon we will be dancing together again in the streets, and we sure are going to be excited about that. But I do want to take a moment to recognize some of our city leaders who took the time to be here today. We've got Councilman Bill Hartley, Councilwoman Lee Powers, Bill Sawyer, our city manager for Bristol, Tennessee, and we have Malin Luttrell and Malin Anthony Farman with us. So will you all stand up just a second? Thank you. I'd also like to recognize our board and festival committee members that are in the audiences today. So will you stand up, please? We want to thank you all for coming because we could not put this on without your support. We are excited to announce that our single-day tickets to the festival are on sale now and available at our website, bristolrhythm.com, or here at the museum store in the museum. In just a bit, we will reveal our commemorative and anniversary posters, which will also be available in the museum store when you leave today's press conference, along with a brand new festival t-shirt design. So you all can be the first to have that t-shirt and wear it out. We also have another fun addition to the festival to tell you about. As everyone knows, this has been a very challenging year for all of us. Not only us, but for all festivals around the globe. Therefore, I want to take time to recognize the generosity of our community and fans for our festival, for helping us get through this challenging year. We call them our festival heroes, because like our volunteers, they came to ensure that our 20th anniversary event in 2021 would be the same quality event that everyone has been accustomed to. When we learned that our 2020 event had to be canceled, we came up, what are we going to do? So we created the Festival Hero campaign to help us fund this year's event. Hundreds of you donated your tickets back to the festival. Hundreds of you rolled your tickets forward. Some of you gave donations even if you did not have a ticket. And others, like I said, exchanged their festival for 2021 wristbands. The next time you visit the Birthplace of Country Music, or you that are here today, before you leave, right outside the theater, there is a plaque out there commemorating those who became a festival hero. Your name is listed on there. They were essential to this year's event. Thank you, Festival Heroes. For all of our festival heroes who have been patiently waiting to receive your festival poster, because that was part of it, they can either be picked up here at the museum. If you're unable to get to the museum, please email us at info@bristolrhythm.com and we'll stick them in the mail to you. Then we also want to thank our festival sponsors. You know, we did not have our event last year, but we had already gotten quite a lot of commitments from festivals for the 2020 festival. And a lot of those said, you just keep that money, we know you're going to need it. So they are truly a festival hero also. All our sponsors are listed on our website, and there are still opportunities to become a sponsor for the 2021 festival just by contacting our office. Help me give a round of applause to our festival heroes and our sponsors. We do have a few housekeeping notes about this year's festival that we want to pass along before moving forward. If you are still holding Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion wristbands for 2020 and haven't yet exchanged them for this year's festival, please contact us once again at info@birthplaceofcountrymusic.org. That way we can help you get wristbands for 2021. You need to know that your 2020 wristbands will not work when you get to the festival. So if you haven't exchanged them, we need to make sure that that happens before you get here. If you've ordered wristbands already for this year's festival and you think, well, I haven't got mine yet, traditionally, and this year, they'll be mailed the 1st of August. If you haven't received your wristband by the end of August, contact us and we'll make sure that you get them. Our festival app will launch very soon. So follow us on social media or subscribe to our newsletter where you will know what's up and coming in the weeks and days ahead. This year, one of the other things is our festival guide booklet. We will not publish the booklet this year. We will publish a pocket schedule and map that will be distributed in the Bristol Herald Courier and the Washington County, Virginia newspapers and at festival gates. We felt our resources were best put to use by producing a quality mobile app where changes can be made at a moment's notice and without waste, supporting our Green Team's initiative and efforts to become more environmentally responsible. We are encouraging everyone to download the app before getting to the festival, because if you download it before you get here, it's my understanding you won't have a lot of problems once you get here with the internet. Again, the app will be available soon. We are also no longer accepting applications for food and craft vendors. Those positions have already been filled, but we want to thank everyone who applied because we were worried about that because of the pandemic and making sure that, there was a lot that survived that. We've gotten several questions about whether or not masks will be required at Bristol Rhythm 2021 or whether or not we will require proof of vaccinations. The state of Tennessee and the Commonwealth of Virginia guidelines no longer require the use of masks to be worn by those who are vaccinated against COVID-19. Therefore, we will not require audiences to wear them at our event, and we will not require our guests to show proof of vaccination. The decision will be left up to the event individual of how they feel most comfortable, what they feel most comfortable doing. We trust that anyone who is feeling bad or are experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 will stay home and get the rest they need to stay healthy and put others at no risk. Now, for a special announcement, I think Chris mentioned it a little bit. A couple of years we've had a kickoff show here in the Performance Theater at the Birthplace of Country Museum. So since we missed the festival last year, we decided we need to extend that festival a little longer than just 3 days. So on Thursday night here in the Birthplace of Country Museum, we will have our kickoff concert. And he's done a kickoff concert for us before, Cruz Contreras with the Black Lilies. As you all know, he's doing a lot of solo shows, but he's bringing a group with him. It's called Cruz Contreras and Friends, and we'll be sharing who all he's going to be bringing with him. And if you've been following him on Facebook, he sure has had some awesome lineups. The tickets are on sale now on our website, and we feel very confident that it will sell out pretty quickly. So if you want to be sure you're there, go to our website and do it, because we do believe it'll be sold out. Okay, now's the time we always look forward to is the revealing of our 2021 poster. It's the time that everybody looks forward to. We start getting calls about a month before we have this press conference. When's the poster and the new T-shirt going to be available? This year, we enlisted some help from our friends at the High Road Agency in the search to find a talented artist that would capture the spirit of Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion in one unique piece. And we are very thrilled with this year's choice. And for our 20th anniversary, we thought it would be appropriate to add a second poster to our growing collection to mark this special year. It's a companion piece to our 10th anniversary poster that depicts all of the poster art from the past 10 years. So, and that one's available, still available. Now let's unveil the poster. Do I flip it up? Flip it. There you go. So each year when we reveal our poster, we have the first frame, like I said. The first poster, that one that you see right there, will be hung proudly on the wall in our BCM office. We're about to run out of wall space. And we give the other two to our great cities of Bristol, Tennessee and Bristol, Virginia, as a way of saying thank you for their continued support of our festival. When we visit tourism conferences with professionals in communities outside our region, many of them are surprised to learn of our unique circumstances. We are fortunate to not only have the support of 2 local governments, but also 2 state governments, 2 state tourism offices, and 2 states' arts organizations. Many other community events in other parts of the country don't have that support of their local government, and we are blessed to have the support of both cities of Bristol. And I'm going to go off my speech a little, but I really do have to say that we are very fortunate that Bristol, Tennessee and Bristol, Virginia supports us to the extent we do. You know, I've gone to talk to conferences, etc., and they'll talk about how they can't get support from their cities. You know, they just don't support them. They don't support them with services. I mean, if you think about our cities, we could not put this festival on to the extent we do. And I would say I would put our city workers, whether it's in the cleaning up of the trash, the cleaning of the suites, setting up and breaking down everything, I would put them against anybody in our country, because you can tell by the end of the night on Sunday, they're ready for us to get out of the way so they can finish. But they work very hard and put many, many hours in. So we are blessed to have them. So at this time, I'd like to call on Bristol, Tennessee Mayor Malin Luttrell and Bristol, Virginia Mayor Anthony Farnham to the podium so we can present them with their framed posters. Yeah. Okay. There, Malin. And those are heavy. Yeah. So. Thank you both.
Thank you.
It's neat when you go around town or go to the different businesses and you see these hanging up in people's offices. And people do definitely go for them. Each year, City Services prides us with lots of logistical things. Like I said, from setup to cleanup, emergency services, law enforcement services to help keep our festival goers safe. We are truly privileged to live in a community that takes so much pride in our event and comes together to support our BCM and Bristol Rhythm and Roots and our downtown community, because our downtown businesses really roll out the red carpet for our visitors here. As a nonprofit, we would have never achieved the level of success we reached without your all support. Thank you for embracing Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion and for all your continued support of BCM over the years. So please accept that as our token of appreciation. Now, okay, I'm going to tell you about the person that did the poster. This year's poster artist is Matt Bridges, and raise your hand, Matt. And we are fortunate, we're very fortunate that he could be here with us for today's press conference. Matt, please stand so everyone can see you then. He's a native of Hereford, and I'm sure it's not pronounced Hereford. Is it Hereford? Hereford, England. Bridges has worked in 3D design for the past 2 decades. After meeting his wife in France, who is from Chattanooga, the couple settled in Elizabethton, Tennessee, then Clarksville. Bridges has worked on a number of long-term contracts as a freelancer with companies such as Gulf Oil and Hertz. But it is his work designing a 3D guitar prototype for a luthier in California that led the High Road Agency to recommend the artist to BCM for this project. Bridges and his wife are currently looking to relocate back to our region. Bristol has a spot for you. Matt, thank you for being with us today. He drove up here from Nashville, and we are so glad he did. We love the poster, and we want to thank you for your contribution to our festival's history. And we have the posters available out there, and I'm sure he would be glad to sign any poster that you all would want him to. Okay. Now, it's my pleasure to bring to the podium Brent Treesh. He is the chair of our music committee, and he's going to come up here and say a few words, but I'd like to say something. He's been with us for a long time, too. He served on our music committee. He's now on the BCM Board of Directors and will be our next president of the Board of Directors. So it's my pleasure to welcome Brent Treesh to the podium.
Well, thanks so much. As Leah said, I'm Brent Treesh, and I've been with Bristol Rhythm and Roots booking music, I guess, for about 14 years now. And Bristol Rhythm and Roots and the birthplace of country music are part of my life, I feel like, every single day. But when we watch that video, it's hard not to get emotional about what we missed last year. So I can only imagine what that party is going to be like this September. So I'm really excited to be here on this fantastic day where we unveil our poster and share exciting news for the upcoming festival. And typically, a lot of times, it's where we unveil our lineup. Well, our lineup was actually revealed a long time ago, and it's exciting to think that it's finally going to come to life here in just a few months. You know, it takes a dedicated and knowledgeable group to book the music for Bristol Rhythm and Roots. So I just want to say thank you to my colleagues on the music committee for their input and helping craft our amazing lineup. And a special thanks goes to our friends at Midwood Entertainment, and specifically the owner, Micah Davidson, for his dedication to help make sure that we bring back as many artists from that 2020 lineup for 2021. And that was not an easy task, but through lots of conversations and also, to be honest with you, a lot of people just wanting to be in Bristol, we were able to bring back most of our original lineup from 2020. So this is our 20th anniversary, as you know, and the music committee nailed it, I think, building this lineup, and I think it's really worthy of the big celebration of 20 years. The response to our lineup has been amazing. Everywhere I go to see live music, people are talking about it. It's humbling, and I love hearing people talk about the excitement, and let's be honest, the fears that they have about the tough choices that they're going to have to make when it comes to which sets to attend. Knowledge is power, friends. So let's get right to it and talk about our daily schedule. So headlining the festival on Friday is going to be a couple of festival favorites. Folk Soul Revival and the Steel Drivers are going to be over there on the Piedmont stage. The Country Mural is where you're going to find the exciting stage show that is the Hog Slop String Band and the Lonesome River Band. Now, Cumberland Park on Friday night is going to be a special place. It's where you're going to find really two of the hottest female powerhouses in music right now, in Amethyst Kia and Yola. And the State Street stage is where we're going to find our friend Hayes Carl and the legendary Tanya Tucker. Delta Dawn under the State Street sign. That is going to be a magical festival moment, I promise you. Moving to Saturday, it's the marathon day, and the music is going to be starting over there on Piedmont. And one of the artists I'm most excited to see, so this is my little insider tip for you. If you haven't listened to Ian No, check out Ian No. It's going to be a magical set over there on the Piedmont stage, along with something that's a little bit of a sad moment for us, one of the actual final show for Folk Soul Revival at Bristol Rhythm Roots. That band has meant a lot to our festival. They've been with us for many years. And there's one thing that I'm certain about, that Bristol loves that band, and the congregation is going to have about every inch of Piedmont full of people. So that's going to be a special place on Saturday. Our mural fans are going to be able to catch I Draw Slow and the beautiful harmonies that are Darren and Brooke Aldrich as the sun goes down. Cumberland Stage is where you're going to find the rock duo Illiterate Light and the exciting return of Dr. Dog as they also play one of their final shows. The Steelwoods and Blackberry Smoke might melt a few faces over there on the State Street stage, mine probably being one of them, so that's going to be an exciting rocking show to close out Saturday night. And so that leaves us with Sunday. So Piedmont Stage is going to close this year with the amazing Morgan Wade and one of the rising stars of country music, Charlie Crockett. The mural, you're going to find Rachel Bayman, and we are excited for the return of our good friend Rhonda Vincent. Cumberland is going to be a good place to be if you like to sing along, as Town Mountain's going to be there. And if you've ever seen a Scythian show in Bristol, you know that is always going to be a good time. So they'll be closing out the park, and I'm sure we'll all be singing along. And finally, that brings us to Sunday on State Street, where we're going to have Sun Little, and the 20th anniversary of Bristol Rhythm Roots will come to a close with Jason Isbell and the 400 unit. Now, Sunday has always been a little bit of a secret for us locals here. So the world is about to find out how special that final day of Bristol Rhythm and Roots really is. And let me tell you, in the music world, they have a saying, don't miss a Sunday show. And I'm telling you right now, I promise you, you won't want to miss this year's Sunday on State Street. So those are the headliners. And we all know that Bristol is more than just the top of the poster. We have so much local talent and breakout bands that take place each and every year. And they're all waiting for you at bristolrhythm.com, where you can check out the schedule, which always remember is subject to change. Make sure you follow us on social media for band highlights and videos, lineup changes, and all the things you need to fill your musical soul as we count down to September. If you don't already get our newsletter with the latest updates, subscribe to that on our website as well. And as we mentioned a few times, that mobile app will be coming out as one of the most powerful tools we have at Bristol Rhythm and Roots. Okay, you know the lineup. You know the days. Now do you have your tickets? Weekend passes are on sale now, and they're still the best value around, of course. If you can't join us all weekend long, single-day tickets are on sale now as well at bristolrhythm.com. So thanks again to all our friends for the past 20 years, and I'm now going to invite back my friend, Leah Ross.
He can make that lineup sound exciting, can he? And it is going to be exciting. So thank you, Brent. And thank you to our music committee for all their hard work in bringing another awesome lineup to the 20th anniversary of the festival. You know, it is very rewarding to know that we are celebrating our 20th anniversary, and that our growth and success has been made possible by those in our community who have given not only of their time and money, but they've given of their heart, and they have gotten us where we are today. I'm excited about this year's lineup with Jason Isbell and the 400 Union, Tanya Tucker, Blackberry Smoke, Dr. Dog and Yola. But I do have to say that I'm very excited for our own Amethyst Kia, who will be here again this year. If you haven't been following her, you need to, because she is a jewel for sure. But what started out as a small event with just a few thousand people has grown to be a family tradition for tens of thousands, and brought us all together in a way we never expected. It truly has become a reunion. We've had people that have met here and gone on and got married because from someone they met here. We had an artist that stole a girlfriend away from this guy that used to come and dance every year, and now she's his wife. But we all will look forward to this every year. We strive every year to make Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion even more enjoyable than years past, with the very best talent set in the most glorious location, our beautiful downtown Bristol, and we are the birthplace of country music. As the festival has grown, so has our downtown, and so has our organization. Nearly 7 years ago, we opened the museum, and almost 6 years ago, we launched Radio Bristol. Next year, we will celebrate the 95th anniversary of the 1927 Bristol Sessions. As an organization, we look forward to everything the future holds. Thank you for joining us today and for choosing to make wonderful memories with us. Be sure and meet us on State Street for Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, September the 10th through the 12th, and join us for the kickoff concert with Cruz Contreras and friends, September the 9th. Tickets are on sale now at bristolrhythm.com. Now, this concludes it, and I want to turn the microphone back over to Chris Trulson to take us out.
Thank you so much, Leah. What do y'all think? A lot of exciting announcements. It's going to be a really, really amazing festival this year. So we want to thank everybody again for coming out this afternoon. Be sure to visit bristolrhythm.com to check out the full artist schedule for the 20th annual celebration of Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion here on State Street in historic downtown Bristol. Also of note, we've got all of these artists playing on Radio Bristol through some great playlists that have been curated through our staff here. So make sure to tune into that on our free mobile app or at listenradiobristol.org. And we can't conclude without me mentioning Farm and Fun Time. We have a special Farm and Fun Time at Rhythm and Roots at the Paramount with Sierra Farrell, Madison Cunningham, and an artist not technically on the list, Nora Brown, who just had a viral Tiny Desk music concert as well. So it's going to be an amazing show not to be missed that Friday night. Thank you all for being here, and we appreciate everyone's support of Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion and the birthplace of country music. I'm Chris Trulson with Radio Bristol, saying thanks and have a wonderful afternoon.